So, Chrissy, let's give another reason. Sometimes we'll use a living trust for people, and we'll kind of lump two categories in there. And remember, we're about using simple tools like making bank accounts POD, payable on death to somebody, to your children, to avoid probate. But let's have two examples, okay? One is if you own property, if you own real estate in other states, or we meet people on a regular basis, they got property in 2 or 3 other states. That's a good reason to use a living trust, because remember, folks, if you own property in other states and you pass away, not only do we have to do probate in Florida, we have to do probate in each one of those other states, and that's a real whammy as far as attorney's fees and court costs are concerned. That would be a great situation to use a living trust.
Exactly. And Tom, that happens often, especially here in Florida, because we have a lot of people that move to Florida to retire. Therefore, it would put them in a situation where they still have a home in another state, but now they are a resident of Florida and they have a home here also, but yet they keep real estate in other places. Very common here. And once again, a great reason why you would also want to have a living trust.
So we've talked about 3 categories of when people might use living trust. One is they got minor or young children. 2 is they have spendthrift or addiction issues. 3 is they've got properties in other states. And the properties in other states, I want to throw in a category that's kind of a similar to it, and that is if you've got multiple beneficiaries, if you've got 20 nieces and nephews and charities you want to include, you can't make an account POD for 20 nieces and nephews. That's where we're going to get into using a living trust for you for the purpose of avoiding probate.
Exactly. And Tom, that often happens when it's a situation where somebody does not have children.
Yep. All right, folks, my name is Tom Olsen. The name of the show is Olsen on Law. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a few minutes.